Hi everybody. Hi. How's everybody doing? Hi everyone. Welcome to another episode of Stories and Stuff. That's right. My name is Jenny Q and I'm Willy. And we are here to bring you a little bit of crazy, a little bit of stories, and a little bit of stuff. That's right. And we've just come up, finished a 2-week theme of Oh Willy, Oh Canada, because today is the last day of June and tomorrow is July 1st. It's a very important day in Canada. It is a very important day. It is the day of our Confederation. It is celebrated from July 1st, 1867. That's right. So we're not going to focus a whole lot on that because we spent 2 weeks on that. But what we do want to do this week and today specifically is we want to bring back to why Willy and I originally created Stories and Stuff. Exactly. We wanted to bring you a little bit of something different, something a little bit crazy about you, because we're really big about community. Absolutely. And as we've been playing around and doing stuff with Stories and Stuff, lots of things have evolved from that place, including Stories on the Spot. And picture this. Yeah, that was a good one. And those are probably the two main ones. And so as we were reflecting on our first, oh my gosh, I can't even count how many weeks it's been. We have connected with so many incredible, wonderful people in community immediately to us. Guelph, Waterloo, Cambridge, London, Toronto, and then communities that aren't quite so close to us that are still home though. Yeah, lots of friends out in Quebec, in Hudson, and Montreal, and Beaconsfield, and all sorts of wonderful places. And then we have friends who are in different communities that are across the world, in Europe and stuff. Yep, in Europe and stuff. So we just want to take a moment and shout out and remind you guys of some of the amazing people and how close they are and how incredible that community is to us. So, community connections that we have made in the last little while with Stories and Stuff are you ready? Yeah. You want to go back and forth? Yeah, okay. There's Norm, yeah, and Israel, and Melo, and Amy, and John, and Megan, and Nadine, and Josee. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And Natalina, we can't forget Natalina, or Mickey. No, our friend Mickey in Quebec. Bonjour, Mickey. In fact, I believe he's here. Hello, bonjour. And a lot of these friends are in Waterloo or Cambridge or Guelph, and they are just amazing. They're musicians and they're artists and they're writers and they're publishers, but more importantly, they're mums and dads and uncles and grandmas. And we have our friends out in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick and all sorts of wonderful places. Yeah, absolutely we do. And so what we did yesterday is we put out a poster because we really want to know which part of Stories and Stuff you guys have been enjoying, because we want to do more of that for you, because the whole point of what Willy and I want to do is we want to make a community connection. Community connection. That's what we're about. That's right. So we want to get to know you. We want to find out what your story is and what is it in your community, our community, that you love. We want to share those stories that you can't Google, those stories of the amazing photographer in Guelph named Megan, or the story of Norm, of the music teacher, or of, oh gosh, you can't even begin to imagine how many amazing things there are in our community. So that is what our community connection is about. So how can you and us connect for a community connection? All you need to do is tell us, guys, share with us, and then we'll be happy to share here and on the YouTube and wherever else we can. Exactly. We love to learn and we love to share. So it really is that simple. Share with us. We'll get excited, we'll create something, and then we'll give you a shout out. And really, that's as easy. And if you want to be part of the story process, of course, be part of the story process. But if you just want us to highlight something in St. Mary's, in Elmira, St. Jacobs, where else is nearby? Waterloo, Windsor, wherever, just let us know. I mean, we've done all sorts of wonderful stories about Nova Scotia and Alberta and all over the place. So, now that you get the idea of how excited we are about community connection, we that's where we want to do this summer. And ideally, Willy and I would have loved to have traveled in person to see you, but there's a few things in this topsy-turvy time that is stopping us from doing that. So, we'll do it virtually. Let us know, and we'll make it happen. We'll make it magical. We promise. Absolutely. Okay, so on that frame, today we've already talked about community connection, about us connecting with you and sharing stories and discovering what's so amazing and what makes community, and that's the people, which is you. We also found out that stories on the spot is one of the favorite things that people enjoy. And so our friend John, he actually had messaged us and said that he really enjoyed the magic key story we did. Maybe because he was in it, possibly, but it was a very fun story, and it was created impromptu on the spot for you. So we're going to continue with a new story spun from that story, because that is what he wanted us to do. And so he reached out. So we are now going to do a story on the spot inspired by you, our friend John, the wonderful musician in Kitchener, Waterloo. I can never remember. I'm so bad remembering that. I apologize, John. You do so much, and you're all over the place. So you're not all over the place. We just remember all over the place. Okay, move on, Jenny. Let's get to the story. Okay, let me get you back there, guys. Okay, back not so long ago, there was a key that was stuck in a tree. That's right. It was a magic key, and we couldn't get it down. It was our friends Norm and Amy and Karen and John. Well, eventually they got that key down from the tree, and they discovered it opened a magical studio. What kind of studio? A music studio. That's right. And when they found that music studio, it was in Waterloo, Ontario on Weber Street. It has a big, beautiful bay window, and you can look inside. And on the outside are speakers so everyone can hear the music. That's right. But what made it magical? Oh, this studio is so cool. It's so magical that you can walk inside, and there's something in this studio that can read your mind and your heart. And whatever song you're thinking, it'll pick it up. And if nothing else is being played, it'll play that song. That's right. And so when so many amazing musical people in there, why, they played all sorts of music. Yeah, there's been reggae and blues and even musical theater tunes, military tunes, and, rock and all that kind of cool stuff. Folk music. And so John and Amy and, John, Amy, Karen and Norm, they were all at the studio waiting for me. Yep, they were waiting for you. And so I was going to the studio. Well, wouldn't you know, as I was walking in, there was a little girl, maybe, I don't know, about 7 or 8 years old. What was she doing? She was sitting on the ground against the wall. Oh, that doesn't sound very nice. She looked very, very, very sad. And so I said, hi. She didn't say much back, did she? No, she was very, very sad. So I went ahead into the studio. Hey guys, there's a little girl who's very, very sad outside. And they all sort of looked out the window and they saw her, and she had these big, beautiful eyes and this long brown hair, and she was sitting on the ground, and she was definitely looking sad. Well, what did you notice? She had a backpack. It was pink, and it had this ribbon sort of on the outside of it. And so we all went out to talk to her. Well, what happened? She didn't say a word. We all tried saying things like, hi, what's your name? How are you? Are you okay? And she wouldn't say anything, huh? Not a word. Then Norm had a really smart idea. What was that? He said, music is magical. Let's sing a song. Oh, that was a good idea. Which one did he pick? He picked this one. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And we all clapped our hands to see if she'd join in. She didn't. But we kept going. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Did she clap her hands? Not once. Well, I thought it would be a great idea if we could get her into the studio. But how do you do that? That's true. Well, Karen, I think, had the same idea. She certainly did. She's a teacher and a mom, and she knows all sorts of things. So she said, hey, little girl, why don't you come in and sit on our couch where it's nice and comfy, but you can look out the window for your family? Well, the little girl sort of looked up, looked at the group and thought, yeah, I think that's okay. So she went and she sat on the couch, and she was very safe right next to the door, and she looked out. Well, there is a secret about Willy that you need to know. Yeah, us Waddles, we have amazing hearing. That's right. I think it's kind of like how you guys have with dogs. We can hear things you can't. Well, in the magic studio, I heard the song the little girl had in her head. Or her heart, I'm not sure. And then what happened? I decided to sing it. That's right. So Willy sat next down to that little girl, and he started to hum. Do you want to hum? Yeah, this is what I hummed. Are you ready? Yep. Well, wouldn't you know, that little girl's mouth started to tilt up, and her lips started to go up, and then they all joined in. All of them, and they started to actually sing the words, and they were singing, happy birthday, dear. They all looked at each other. They didn't know her name, but she piped up and she said, Jill. Happy birthday to you, Jill. Well, they found out that Jill had gotten separated from her family, and she had been taught never to go far from when she realized she was separated, and the family would find her eventually. And guess what? They did. They went back down Weber where they couldn't remember seeing her. And what did they hear? They heard everyone singing, happy birthday to you, many, many, many times. And they came into the Magic Key musical studios, and the family, and they had their dog and their friends, and all of us decided to celebrate this little girl's birthday. And we found out there was another song she really liked. Yeah, so we did a rousing round of skin-a-rinky-dinky-dink, skin-a-rinky-doo, I love you, boop-a-doo. And they sang all afternoon. After that day, Willy and Jill, we're still friends, go back to the studio, and they do a rousing round of kids songs every once in a while, and it's so much fun. It is. Music truly can be the best gift. The end. So that's the story, John, that we created based on your suggestion to go back to the musical studio. So now, in addition to John and Karen and Amy and Norm, we have Jill. And she's a little 7-8-year-old girl with big brown eyes, long brown hair, who loves to sing. I think she might be back. It's a possibility. Okay, guys, this has been a bit of a different episode, and we always are switching things up and trying things. We also have a crazy, crazy wish. We do. We have a Canada Day wish, and we want to know if you can help us out. We have a crazy goal. We've been sort of putting it out there that we would love to have 100 subscribers on our YouTube channel by the end of tomorrow, by the end of Canada Day. We're doing pretty good. I think we're up to 27 or 28. We're up to 27 or 28, and anything is possible. So if you guys haven't been to our channel, the link is in the side. Come on by. If you can't connect through that link, just go to my website and you can connect through there. And if you don't want to, that's fine too. We're just glad that you're here. We're glad that you're enjoying our time, that we're enjoying your time. And it'll be so much fun. And tomorrow, of course, we're going to have sort of a wild, crazy, happy Canada Day celebration tomorrow. I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know either, but it'll be fun, and we hope that you come back. So just remember, we're all about community, and we want to connect with you. So tell us what you want to hear, what you love, what do you want us to share, the same thing we did for Laura Secord and all those guys, we can do for you. That St. Mary's Museum or library, we're going to go back and visit that. Absolutely. I mean, and Guelph has tons of great stories. Elmira has great stories. Ottawa has great stories. Hudson has amazing stories. There's all sorts of stories across the world that we want to learn and share. Absolutely. And the ones we want to learn about are about you. So guys, go enjoy the rest of this wonderful, amazing day. We're going to celebrate Canada with you tomorrow, and then Thursday, who knows what'll happen. We're not even sure what's going to happen. But until then, guys, we want you to share your love, share your smiles, and of course, share your laughter. Ha ha! Have an amazing, fabulous day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.